8. So we open on this massive university campus. Looks pretty standard so far. It's called GUI University for anyone keeping score at home, just setting the scene. And here's our boy, just another face in the crowd, trying his best to blend in. Get a good look at this dude. He's got that I'm just a normal guy face down pat. Just more shots of the campus, people walking around, you know the vibe. Okay, now he's got a little smirk going on. My man's definitely here for a reason. His phone rings, a call from someone named Yuhan. Let's see who this is. Yuhan's confused why he's at school already, calling him out before classes even start. Our boy hits him with the art school grind excuse. Gotta secure that studio spot. And boom, we see Yuhan. Bro's got silver hair and a whole command center setup. Yuhan's giving him the be careful at the party talk, but for a mission. Silver hair clowns him about almost dropping out before, and our boy is not having it. He immediately hangs up. No time for Yuhan's BS when he's on the job. He's watching some happy-go-lucky students, a reminder of the normal life he's not living. Just more regular college kids, completely oblivious to what's about to go down on their campus. Okay, the normal guy act is cracking a bit. My man looks stressed out already. So the studio spot excuse was a cover to get to the teaching assistant office. Our boy is in the empty office, playing the patient student while he waits for his target. Boom, the class roster. This is what he's really here for, a whole menu of targets. He's scoping out the student photos on the wall, and the search officially begins. And there's the target, calling our boy out by name, Lee Byung-won. The man, the myth, the undercover legend. This dude, let's call him Hoodie-ta, is all smiles. Hitting Byung-won with the long time no-see routine. Hoodie-ta calls him out for being a user, but in a friendly way. Byung-won just has to eat it and play along. The ta offers to show him the studio, falling right into Byung-won's cover story. My man's plan is working a little too well. They head out, and the ta is already grilling him about his military service. Just some bro talk to soften him up. The camera focuses on the empty office and a couple of posters on the wall. You just know that's foreshadowing. A zoom-in reveals a flasher alert sign, so there's a whole ass deviant running around campus. Great, now they're outside, and the ta admits he thought Byung-won had dropped out for good. He's definitely fishing for info. Byung-won sticks to his cover story about needing to work for tuition. It's a solid, relatable lie. Then the ta drops a weirdly cryptic line about it being fortunate. Bro, what? Even Byung-won is caught off guard. Hoodie-ta keeps digging, bringing up Byung-won's old plans to join the army. My man is a walking lie detector test. He drops a bomb about that incident, and Byung-won's face tells us everything. Bro is shook. His cover is already getting blown. And we're at the painting department orientation party. This is the mission Yuhan warned him about. It's go time. The table is absolutely loaded with soju. You just know this is gonna get messy real quick. Turns out Hoodie-ta is the student president giving a speech. Of course, the nosy dude is in charge of everything. Hoodie-ta is already on his power trip, calling out anyone not drinking. This guy is the worst kind of party host. Byung-won is already passed out, and Samrando is clowning him for being a lightweight. The act begins. Hoodie-ta tells the other guys to take Byung-won away. This is either a setup or the dumbest luck ever. Byung-won's playing the drunk dude perfectly, complaining about being hot. His new friends are totally buying it. They toss him onto a bed, and our boy is about to get an unwelcome visitor. The trap is officially sprung. The lackey who dropped Byung-won off is leaving him to sleep it off. My man is completely alone now. The door clicks shut, and just like that, the stage is set. Let the games begin. Byung-won is still committed to the bit, sweating and complaining about the heat. Oscar-worthy performance right there. Meanwhile, back at the party, some girl asks Hoodie-ta for a bathroom pass. He's on a power trip. Of course. She stumbles out into the hallway, feeling the soju. You can already see where this is going. She's questioning her life choices about art school drinking culture. Girl, that's about to be the least of your worries. She's about to just dip, but she's right outside the room where they stashed Byung-won. Don't open that door. And she opens the door. Her face goes from 0 to pure terror in a split second. She lets out a scream that could wake the dead. And Hoodie-ta and his boy finally snap out of their stupor. It's pure chaos as Hoodie-ta runs to the scene. Whatever Byung-won did in there, it definitely got everyone's attention. Hoodie-ta is absolutely shook, his brain just blue screen trying to process what he's seen. And there it is, Byung-won, butt-ass naked on the stairs, hitting a pose. My man is the flasher from the poster. A close-up on our boy, still passed out with the drool and everything. The dedication to the role is unreal. Okay, we're in a flashback. Hoodie-ta is dying laughing while some other dude is having a full-on existential crisis. So this dude is the original campus flasher, telling Hoodie Ta about his drunk stripping habit. Bro, you're not alone anymore. Hoodie Ta is clowning him, saying he's lucky he didn't get arrested. Oh, the irony is just dripping from this panel. The original flasher is begging him to keep it quiet, clearly traumatized by his own legend. Hoodie Ta switches gears, promising the story is dead and offering to help him out. This dude is way too smooth. They're just chilling on a bench when a phone starts ringing. You know that call is about to be important. The phone keeps ringing, building the tension. Someone's about to get some news that's gonna ruin their day. The phone keeps ringing, and Hoodie Ta looks over like he's about to get some bad news. And the call is coming from inside the house. Or, you know, a pink-haired girl squatting right behind them. Hoodie Ta immediately tries to play it off, asking if she heard anything. Bro, she was 5 feet away, of course she did. Pink-haired just casually puts out her cigarette before answering. She's definitely not intimidated by these two clowns. She introduces herself as the class president and calls Original Flasher a legend. She heard everything and is a total fan. Original Flasher is trying to beg her to keep quiet, but Pink Hair is already telling him not to worry. She promises to keep his secret, and my man is so relieved he could cry. Never trust a class president, dude. Now they're all heading into the second-year Korean painting studio. This is getting way too cozy. Pink Hair explains the studio is a mess from an exhibition. Just casual chit-chat after learning a dude's darkest secret. Then she drops that Hoodie Ta saved him a seat. Original Flasher is immediately suspicious. As he should be. Pink Hair offers Original Flasher the prime studio spot by the window. This is 100% a setup. My dude. Hoodie Ta and Pink Hair complain about having no perks as student leaders. Yeah, right? You two are running this whole campus. She starts probing, asking if he's rusty after his time off. The manipulation is starting. Real subtle-like. She suggests they switch spots, framing it as a favor to him. Bro, she's just trying to take the good seat. Don't fall for it. Pink Hair lays on the charm, calling him an understanding senior. She's playing him like a damn fiddle. Original Flasher is finally catching on that she's not just being nice. Took you long enough. My guy. She hits him with a full-on guilt trip, asking if it's okay. Social pressure is a hell of a drug. She calls him legendary senior Lee Byung-won. W-A-I-T. His name is Lee Byung-won. The same as our boy. The original Byung-won is absolutely broken. The legendary title is clearly not for his art skills. And we cut to a monster MMA gym sign. Okay, new location, new piece of the puzzle. And we're at the gym, where some buzzcut dude is squaring up with the new character. Let's see what he's made of. Buzzcut throws a jab, looking all focused and intense. My man thinks he's the main character of this gym, but his opponent is just weaving through his punches like it's nothing. Bro is fighting a ghost right now. He's already getting frustrated, dude. You haven't even landed a hit yet, chill out. And just like that, he's caught. His opponent closes the distance and starts lighting up his ribs. That body shot absolutely folded him. You can see the soul trying to leave his body for a second there. Before he can even process the pain, he's getting slammed to the mat. This is just a straight-up demolition. And it's over. My man is tapping out like his life depends on it. He got completely styled on. Turns out the killer who just dismantled him is a girl named Kim Mari, and she's aiming for the UFC. A certified badass has entered the chat. Then we get a flash of her absolutely choking someone out for real. Okay. So she's not just a sport fighter, she's got that dog in her. Kim Mari, the UFC badass from the gym, is on the phone looking absolutely terrified. My girl went from killer to victim real quick. And there's the real flasher from the poster, built like a damn tank. This ain't our boy's sloppy drunk act. The psycho is cornering Mari in an alley, and she is not having a good time at all. She drops her phone mid-scream. Whoever's on the other end just got a front row seat to this nightmare. The caller, some dude named Ha Tae-in, is losing his mind trying to figure out what's happening to Mari. Some random dudes show up to the sound of her screaming. Finally, some backup. The flasher dips out, and the guys are yelling at him to stop. Too little, too late, my dudes. One of the guys tries to check on Mari, who's still completely shook from the encounter. She's just staring into space, trying to process the fact that she just got flashed by a supervillain. And we cut to cheese sausages. What the hell is this, a commercial break? The tonal shift is giving me whiplash. Okay, we're back with UFC girl Kim Mari, and some new pink-haired girl is absolutely roasting her for freezing up against the flasher. Mari tries to play it off like she was just startled, but her friend is calling her out for acting like a middle schooler. The friend keeps clowning her, pointing out the irony of a muscle-bound fighter getting scared by some random dude's junk. The laughter stops, and her friend's face gets dead serious, The vibe just did a complete 180. She hits Mari with a wild question, basically asking if she's a virgin who's never even seen porn before. Mari is completely done with this conversation and just tells her to shut up, while chugging her drink. Turns out this is her older sister, who's now trying to set her up on blind dates. Mari is not having it. Big Sis gets a bright idea to use the flasher incident for a story, mentioning the legendary senior. This all connects. Mari is so shocked by this that she almost drops her drink. Her sister is an absolute menace. Mari vows to catch the flasher herself, but her sister just reminds her she'll probably freeze up again. No faith at all. Big Sis is looking a little shook by Mari's sudden declaration of war on flashers. Mari is taking out her rage on some poor sausages, vowing to do unspeakable things to the flasher. She's going full psycho mode, detailing his punishment while her sister just watches. Big Sis is loving this, even questioning if the flasher deserves to live. She's a menace. Next day, and someone's paying the price for last night's rage drinking session. Big Sis is clowning Mari for getting blackout drunk over the flasher incident. They're grabbing some hangover cures. That 3001 is the price of righteous fury. Big Sis is already starting her investigation, using Mari as the star witness at the local shop. The shop grandma is appropriately horrified by the news of a local deviant on the loose. Big Sis volunteers Mari for neighborhood watch, and the grandma is not convinced a girl can handle it. Big Sis is already writing down a contact number for her one-woman neighborhood watch. The shop grandma is floored that this pink-haired menace is actually serious about catching the flasher. Big Sis hypes up Mari's fighting skills, but the grandma is clearly not convinced. Mari is going full vigilante, planning a solo night patrol and shutting down her sister's offer to join. Big Sis clarifies she's not worried about Mari, she's worried for the flasher if Mari finds him. And now we're on a side quest to the dry cleaners. This girl's got a one-track mind. Her whole plan is based on the legendary senior, and now she needs a trench coat to complete the look. Her eyes lock onto something on the rack. You just know she found her prop. And there it is, the perfect flasher-style trench coat, just hanging there like a gift from the gods. She actually asks to borrow a random customer's coat, and the owner is justifiably confused. Big Sis tries to sweet-talk the dry cleaner into letting her borrow the coat. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. When that fails, she pulls out the universal problem solver, a fat stack of cash. She's hitting him with a full-on bribe and a fake smile. This girl has zero shame in her game. Cut to a phone ringing, and the caller is Ha Tai-Ian, the dude on the phone when Mari got attacked. Some sleepy dude answers, and it's Tai-Ian, who introduces himself as the second-year class president. Tai-Ian wants to meet up for a favor, but our sleepy boy is not interested in leaving his bed. Tai-Ian lays on the guilt trip, acting all disappointed. The manipulation is strong with this one. Then he drops the blackmail card, reminding him they share secrets. My man's soul just left his body. Sleepy boy is now wide awake and panicking. Tai-Ian has him completely wrapped around his finger. Tai-Ian plays it off as a joke, but the damage is done. Sleepy boy has no choice but to agree to meet. Sleepy boy is already folding under pressure, asking Tai-Ian if he's gonna snitch. Bro, you already lost. Tai-Ian hangs up, leaving our boy to marinate in his own panic. The blackmail was a total success. Cut back to Yuhan, our silver-haired handler, looking confused as hell at his monitor. He's definitely out of the loop. Yuhan's asking where someone is going this late, probably tracking one of his assets on the down low. Turns out it's Sleepy Boy, getting grilled by some jacked old dude before he can even leave the house. Sleepy Boy drops the most random excuse ever. He's going out to catch the campus flasher. And just like that, he dips out, leaving the old man completely baffled by his sudden vigilante arc. The jack dude is just standing there like, the what now? My man is not paid enough for this. Sleepy Boy is now on the streets, getting directions from Tai-Ian like he's on a damn side quest. And there's Tai-Ian on the other end, guiding his new, unwilling sidekick to the meetup spot. Sleepy Boy arrives at the playground meetup, and it's Big Sis, not Tai-Ian. My man got catfished into a side quest. She immediately starts flirting, and Sleepy Boy's brain just short-circuits. Bro is not built for this kind of pressure at all. She calls it a joke, and he tries to play it off. But my man is sweating like he just ran a marathon. And then she whips out the trench coat she basically stole from the dry cleaners. Oh, this is gonna be good. She wants him to model for her flasher art project. So Tai-Ian blackmailed him just to be this girl's art dummy. He agrees but tries to save face, acting like he's in control. Bro, you lost control the second you answered that phone call. He starts putting the coat on, but she stops him, telling him he's doing it wrong. The setup is getting more elaborate. And there it is. She tells him he's got to do it naked to be a realistic flasher. The blackmail is in full effect. He's trying to argue about the cold, but she's hitting him with the "for my art" excuse. This is next-level manipulation. She points him to the public bathroom to get naked. My man is about to have the worst night of his life for art. Sleepy boy is getting played, but at least he's getting chicken out of it. Small victories, right? Pink hair's got that "I'm about to cause problems" look. Someone's getting pranked. Stalker on the caller ID. Yeah, this ain't gonna end well. Pink hair's calling out Taeyeon for being Mia. He's about to get an earful. Taeyeon's trying the nice guy act. Bro, she's not buying it. Nights are dangerous? More like Taeyeon's presence is dangerous. Pink hair shuts down Taeyeon's fake concern. This girl's got boundaries. Taeyeon's being cryptic. He's definitely hiding something. Sleepy boy's freezing, and this is all Taeyeon's fault. This dude's a walking L. Sleepy boy's getting ghosted. This is the definition of getting catfished into a side quest. Classic Taeyeon. A new character shows up, complaining about needing a smoke. Bro, you and everyone else in this story. He's at the same shop from earlier, but the grandma is completely passed out at the counter. He tries to buy a pack of smokes, and the grandma slowly starts to reboot. Hold up, this dude's wearing a trench coat and looking mad suspicious. We might have found the real flasher. Just as he's about to leave, some random girl walks into the shop. The timing is way too convenient. The girl can't get the grandma's attention, who's still buffering from her nap. Trenchcoat guy just dips out without a word. My man is definitely trying to avoid witnesses. The grandma is now wide awake, watching him and putting two and two together. She thinks he's the campus deviant. She's clutching something in her hand, getting ready to make a move. Grandma chose violence today, and she pulls out the number Big Sis gave her. The one-woman neighborhood watch is about to get its first call. Meanwhile, Sleepy boy is freezing his ass off, questioning every life choice that led to him being a naked art model. The actual trenchcoat guy lights up a smoke, completely oblivious that he's about to witness some wild shit. He hears something and looks over, probably thinking it's the cops coming for him. But nope, it's some dude sprinting down the street like he's in the final leg of a marathon. Trenchcoat guy is just confused, wondering who the hell is this cracked-out jogger. And the jogger is beelining it straight for our poor, naked sleepy boy. This is a certified wrong place, wrong time moment. Trenchcoat guy starts sweating, thinking this psycho is coming for him. Bro, you're not the main character right now. The jogger blows past him, and now both trenchcoat guys are confused as hell. The hunter has found his prey. A close-up on the jogger reveals he's got those glowing "I'm about to end you" eyes. My man is not here to play. Trenchcoat guy is absolutely losing it, realizing he just dodged a bullet meant for the other dude in a coat. The jogger goes full-on Street Fighter, launching a flying kick at our poor, naked sleepy boy. Sleepy boy's brain is just buffering, trying to understand why he's about to get drop-kicked. And it's a direct hit to the family jewels. My man just got his future generations deleted from existence. That's the face of a man whose soul has been forcibly ejected from his body. RIP. The actual trenchcoat guy is just casually ending a phone call, completely unbothered by the chaos. Big Sis is still at the playground, wondering where the hell her naked art model disappeared to. She hears a scream and just looks confused. Your sister is out here committing aggravated assault. My girl. And the jogger is Mari, standing over Sleepy Boy's folded body. She got the wrong damn guy. Someone screams again, and Mari whips around, startled. Her one-woman crusade just got a witness, and the witness is yelling her name. Mari looks completely shook. The plot just got extra spicy. Big Sis is running in, trying to call off the attack she literally orchestrated. A little late for that, my girl. She's going full-on panic mode, screaming at her sister to stop. Your little art project just turned into aggravated assault. Mary finally snaps out of her rage-fueled haze, looking completely baffled. The moment has officially landed, and we cut to the hospital. Yeah, a flying kick to the family jewels tends to end with a trip to the ear. Mary is apologizing to Sleepy Boy, who's laid out like a victim in a crime drama. Her vigilante career is off to a great start. Big Sis is already trying to deflect, asking the victim why he was naked in a trench coat. Bro, you put him up to this. Sleepy Boy is rightfully concerned about permanent damage, and Big Sis is still yelling at him. The audacity is off the charts. The doctor rolls in to deliver the verdict on Sleepy Boy's future. This is more dramatic than a paternity test episode. The doc says it was a glancing hit, and the important parts are fine. My man's legacy is secure. Thank God. But the doctor hits them with a cliffhanger, and Big Sis immediately assumes the worst. What now? Did she kick him into menopause? The doc clarifies it's just some swelling on the important parts. My man is trying to process this TMI while being told to just walk it off. Big Sis is now yelling at Mari to apologize for the nut shot she literally set up. The audacity on this girl is legendary. Mari gives the most awkward apology ever, and Sleepy Boy is way too forgiving, saying she had good intentions. Bro, she tried to end your lineage. Big Sis turns on Tai-Yin, the puppet master behind this whole disaster. With the fakest smile I've ever seen, he knows he's next. Sleepy Boy finally grows a spine, reminding them he could press charges. My man is leveraging his one and only W from this situation. Big Sis and Tai-Yin immediately fold, promising to keep their mouths shut. The threat of actual consequences is a hell of a motivator. Sleepy Boy is just done with everyone's BS and tells them to bounce. He needs to recover from his trauma in peace. They try to play the concerned friends, but he's not having it. He'd rather crawl home than spend another second with these two clowns. Big Sis is now grilling Mari for being too trigger happy. Mari's defense is basically the description was too perfect not to drop kick him. Mari asks if she was wrong, and Sleepy Boy, the actual victim, starts to defend her. Bro, the Stockholm Syndrome is setting in fast. Mari tries to justify the assault, saying she's seen the real Flasher before. Even though he was covered up, she points to the coat as proof, but everyone's like, bro, it's a generic trench coat, chill. But hold up, she points out a unique pattern patch on the coat. Okay, she might have a point. Mari explains the patch is why she was so sure. She wasn't just randomly drop-kicking dudes. She had a reason. Big Sis immediately turns on Tai-Yin, demanding to know where he got the cursed coat. The blame game is on. Tai-Yin explains he borrowed it from the dry cleaners. But Big Sis is already accusing him of stealing his dad's coat. The whole crew just stares at the coat, the true villain of this story, as the awkward silence gets deafening. And we get a nice little establishing shot of a random neighborhood. You just know some more BS is about to go down here. We're back at the dry cleaners, the scene of Big Sis's original crime of bribery. And some random dude walks out with the coat. This has to be the actual owner, who has no idea his jacket just caused a national incident. And this is our prime suspect, the owner of the cursed coat. My man looks more depressed than deviant. He's just heading home up some random stairs, completely unaware he's being stalked by a bunch of college kids. And there's our Scooby gang, peeking around the corner like they're in a low-budget spy movie. Turns out trench coat guy is trench coat dad, but our crew is already convinced he's a psycho. Tai-Yin suggests the sane option of calling the cops. But Big Sis needs that vigilante clout and wants to catch him red-handed. Sleepy Boy, our nutshot victim, is already asking about his cut of the reward money. Get that back, King. She confirms his payment, but Sleepy Boy is more worried about their unhinged secret weapon than the actual mission. Big Sis thinks it's dangerous for them, but Sleepy Boy knows the real victim is gonna be the Flasher. Yeah, Mari's got that I'm about to commit a felony look. Sleepy Boy is literally trying to stop a murder. And with that, the stage is set for the world's most dysfunctional neighborhood watch. This can only end well. And we're back in some random, sketchy-ass alley. You just know this is where the stakeout begins. Speak of the devil, there's Trenchcoat Dad, our prime suspect, just strolling through like he owns the place. He's just walking down some stairs, looking like a completely normal dude heading home from a long day. The crew is already overthinking it, with Big Sis convinced he's got his Flasher gear in that bag. Big Sis is trying to rally the troops to catch him in the act, while Sleepy Boy looks like he's regretting every choice he's ever made. We get a dramatic shot of the suspect's feet walking. The tension is, well, it's there. And now the gang's feet, trying to be all stealthy. This is the most uncoordinated stakeout in history. Trenchcoat Dad looks over his shoulder, probably sensing the absolute clown car of vigilantes tailing him. He's heading to a food cart, not a dark alley to flash people. The gang is officially confused, and he just sits down to drink soju alone. Turns out their master criminal is just a sad, lonely dude. The crew's stakeout is a total snooze fest, with Big Sis insisting they wait until dawn for the magic to happen. Mari's already over this whole vigilante thing, questioning how long they have to watch a sad dude drink alone. Tai-Yin gets a call from Stalker, and you just know this is about to derail the entire mission. Big Sis explains her Stalker situation, and Tai-Yin, the master of bad ideas, tells her to just answer it. She answers the call right in the middle of the stakeout, because subtlety is not in her vocabulary. And now Tai-Yin and Mari are left in the most awkward silence in human history. The tension is real. They're both just standing there, trying not to make eye contact. This is peak middle school dance energy. Tai-Yin finally breaks the ice, apologizing again for getting her involved in his dumbass plan. Mari tries to clear the air, hitting him with the "we're the same age, let's be friends" line. Taeyeon is immediately flustered, already trying to figure out if this means they're friends now. Bro is simping. Taeyeon tries to break the ice with some small talk, but Mari just shuts him down. My man is fumbling the bag hard. And we're back to the most awkward silence in human history. They used to have the romantic chemistry of a wet paper bag. Big Sis is back from her stalker call, screaming about stress and completely shattering the vibe. The chaos agent has returned. Her solution to stress is food, and now she's derailing the entire stakeout for a late-night snack. This mission is a joke. Her genius plan is to eat at the same food cart as the guy they're tailing. This is officially the worst stakeout ever. She's dragging them over, promising to pay. This girl's powers of persuasion are just peer pressure and bribery. They're at the next table, and Big Sis is already interrogating Trenchcoat Dad. The man just wanted to drink in peace. Big Sis is already drunk and on her BS, while Mari has to explain to Taeyeon that her sister is just a menace. And now she's playing drunk matchmaker, putting Taeyeon on the spot about Mari. This is painfully awkward. She's airing out all of Mari's business, dropping the virgin bomb again. Mari is about to commit a homicide right here. Trenchcoat Dad is paying his tab, and Mari is in the foreground looking like she's about to snap. Big Sis is still trying to sell Mari to Taeyeon like a used car, airing out all her personal business. Mari is ready to throw hands while her sister fake cries about her looks. This is the worst wingman in history. Their target is on the move, so Taeyeon makes the call to ditch the drunk liability and get back on the job. They're literally asking the food cart owner to babysit Big Sis. My man is not getting paid enough for this. Taeyeon throws down a fat stack of cash to solve the problem. Money really is the answer to everything. The suspect is back on the move, and the real stakeout can finally continue without the chaos agent. And just like that, Taeyeon and Mari are back on the tail, trying to look all professional and stealthy. He's heading into a sketchy construction site. Okay, maybe their drunk instincts were right about this dude. And he looks back, definitely sensing something. The hunter is about to become the hunted, maybe. Trenchcoat Dad pulls out the flasher uniform from his bag. Okay, this is looking pretty damn guilty. The crew watches as their suspect starts changing clothes in the middle of the construction site. Mari is already in murder mode, but Taeyeon is trying to stop her from catching another assault charge. Taeyeon is trying to be the strategist, telling her to wait, but Mari's got that C-red. Attack energy. He insists they need to catch the guy red-handed. A rare moment of intelligence from Taeyeon. And there it is, the full flasher fit, complete with a ski mask. This dude is 100% guilty. A close-up on Taeyeon grabbing Mari's wrist to keep her from going full vigilante. Mari looks over at him, a little flustered by the contact. My girl went from killer to high schooler into seconds. She's still trying to get loose, ready to throw down, but Taeyeon is holding firm. He's basically her impulse control at this point. Without him, she'd already be in jail. Taeyeon still got her on lockdown, reminding her they need to catch him in the act. And just like that, Mari's killer instinct is gone, replaced by middle school crush energy. Taeyeon fumbles an apology, and they're back to the world's most awkward stakeout. And their target is on the move again, completely unaware of the two clowns tailing him. Our dynamic duo is back on the case, trying their best to look like they know what they're doing. The flasher stops in a dark alley, basically setting up a neon sign that says crime happens here. Taeyeon figures he's waiting for a victim, and our heroes are ready to pounce. And right on cue, some poor, unsuspecting girl walks right into the trap. The flasher is ready to go, but Taeyeon is still trying to keep Mari from jumping the gun. Mari's just watching, waiting for the signal to unleash hell. This is about to get ugly. And there he is, Trenchcoat Dad stepping out of the shadows like a budget Batman villain. It's showtime. The girl looks up from her phone, completely unbothered. My girl has zero survival instinct, and I'm here for it. She just straight up asks him, "Who are you?" This is not the terrified victim reaction he was hoping for. The flasher is already shook. He was expecting screams, not a casual conversation starter. And there's the big reveal. My man whips open the coat, and the trap is officially sprung. He's got this absolutely unhinged grin, like he just won the lottery. Bro, you're just a public nuisance. His face immediately drops. The lack of screaming is clearly throwing him for a loop. The girl is just squatting down, snapping pics like he's a damn tourist attraction. She chose violence and documentation. She asks if she can post this on social media. This dude is about to become a viral meme for all the wrong reasons. The flasher is completely baffled, wondering why she's not running away in terror. His whole power trip just got shut down. Taeyeon gives the signal from the shadows. It's go time. and our flasher is still trying to process his L. Taeyeon and Mari charge in, and the flasher is wondering who the hell these new characters are. And he's off. The flasher bolts, leaving our unbothered queen to her social media victory post. The girl is still just standing there, probably adding hashtags to her post. Absolute legend. The chase is on, with Taeyeon yelling at him to stop. Bro, he's not gonna listen to you. The flasher looks back, absolutely panicking. He was not prepared for a cardio session tonight. Our dynamic duo takes cover, trying to figure out where their target disappeared to. They've lost him in a maze of alleys. The dude is surprisingly good at running away. Mary takes charge, telling Taeyeon to split up and flank him. She's back in her element. Taeyeon follows her lead, and the pincer move is on. This dude is about to get cornered and folded. Taeyeon peeks around the corner, looking like he's about to have a heart attack. My man is not built for this life. He spots the flasher and immediately starts screaming his location. So much for the element of surprise, genius. Taeyeon is chasing him through a junkyard, still yelling at the pervert to stop. This is the least stealthy pursuit ever. The flasher is booking it, but you can tell his cardio is absolute trash. My man is running on fumes and shame. And just like that, he's gassed. Bro pulled a muscle trying to run from a college kid with zero athletic ability. Taeyeon finally catches up, and they're just staring at each other. The flasher is wondering why he even bothered running. The flasher realizes Taeyeon isn't a cop and immediately gets his swagger back. The power dynamic is shifting fast. He calls out Taeyeon for being alone, and you can see the confidence draining from our boy's face. The flasher starts clowning him for playing hero. Bro, you're a grown man in a ski mask and no pants. Chill. Taeyeon whips out his phone, hitting him with the "wait till my friend gets here" line. He's calling in the cavalry. Taeyeon's bluff is immediately called, and his face says it all. Bro is sweating bullets trying to find that contact. He scrolls through his phone and realizes he doesn't even have Mari's number. My man's big threat was a total fabrication. And of course, there's a pile of makeshift weapons just sitting there. This is about to get real ugly real fast. The flasher grabs a piece of wood, and just like that, the tables have officially turned. Taeyeon is so boned. The flasher is trying to intimidate him, basically saying, "Is this really worth getting your ass beat over?" Taeyeon looks past him, completely confused. The cavalry has arrived, and the flasher has no idea. And there's Mari, standing there like the goddamn Terminator. The flasher's soul just left his body. The flasher goes full psycho, basically saying, "If you're not here to report me, it never happened." Bro just threatened murder. Taeyeon immediately folds, trying to de-escalate and telling the psycho he can just leave. My man chose life. The flasher is just confused, wondering why Taeyeon would chase him down just to let him go. He's not buying it. Taeyeon tries to psychoanalyze the flasher, talking about the stress of being a family man. Bro thinks he's a therapist now. The flasher is completely shook that this random college kid knows about his wife and daughter. My man just got doxxed mid-crime. He's demanding to know how Taeyeon got his personal info. The intimidation act is back on, but with a hint of pure terror. And just like that, the flasher says screw this and dips. He's not trying to fight. He's trying to escape the stalker. Taeyeon is just standing there like an idiot as the flasher runs away from him. Even Mari is confused by this turn of events. The flasher is now swinging his club like a madman, just trying to create space while he escapes. Taeyeon braces for impact, thinking his life is over. My man is about to get his skull caved in. Mari screams at him to duck, and Taeyeon is just frozen in fear, peeking through his fingers. He looks up to see the flasher has completely ignored him and is now being hunted by Mari. The cavalry has officially taken over. Mari is going full feral, screaming at Taeyeon to get down. She's about to do something reckless, and he's in the splash zone. The flasher swings for the fences, trying to take Taeyeon's head clean off. My boy is about to get sent to the Shadow Realm. Taeyeon hits the deck just as Mari comes flying in like a damn superhero. The cavalry is here, and she is pissed. She literally uses his weapon as a launch pad. This ain't a fight. This is a goddamn action movie stunt scene. And she shatters the plank with a single kick. The flasher's face says it all. He brought a stick to a nuke fight. My man is just staring at his broken weapon, trying to process how he got styled on so hard. His brain just blue-screened. Mari lands and cracks the damn pavement. Okay, so our UFC girl is definitely not just a normal human. The flasher is just standing there like, what the hell just happened? While our heroes have a little moment, Mari immediately checks on Taeyeon, completely ignoring the dude she just disarmed. She's got her priorities straight. Taeyeon is blushing and stammering like he just got asked to prom. Bro, you almost died. Focus up. The flasher is tired of being the third wheel and charges in, screaming like a maniac. He chose death. Mari weaves out of the way of his wild swing like it's nothing. Bro, you're fighting way out of your weight class. She's already lining up the counter, and her face says she's about to end this man's whole career. Hold up, Mari looks completely caught off guard. Did this clown actually manage to surprise her? And the flasher connects with a kick to the face. Okay, maybe the sad dad has some moves after all. The flasher is just as shocked as we are that his attack actually worked. My man can't believe his own luck. And just like that, she catches his foot midair. The oh shit moment has officially arrived for our flasher. She starts twisting his ankle with zero hesitation. You can practically hear the ligaments screaming from here. The flasher's face is pure regret. He just realized he kicked a human-shaped wood chipper. And she goes for the family jewels. It's her signature move at this point. The nutshot queen strikes again. That's a direct hit. My man just got his future deleted for the second time in this arc. Rip. The flasher is down, clutching his family jewels while Taeyeon just watches the carnage unfold. Mari's work here is done. Nope, she's not done. Mari's already sprinting in for the finisher like this is Mortal Kombat. She launches a flying kick. And you just know she's aiming to send this dude's teeth into the next zip code. The flasher's face is pure terror as he sees the final boss coming to collect his soul. Taeyeon is just face-bombing in the background. And it's a direct hit. She just caved his face in with a kick that would make Bruce Lee proud. My man's face is a bloody mess. He is officially out of the flashing business for the foreseeable future. Mari stands over his unconscious body like a damn superhero. Okay, maybe that was a little bit of overkill. Taeyeon finally steps in, telling her to chill before she accidentally commits a homicide. He's hitting her with the excessive force argument, saying they should just call the cops now. Mr. Responsible shows up AFT or the fight is over. Mari actually listens, looking a little guilty. My girl just saw red and went full vigilante for a second there. Taeyeon stops Mari mid-celebration, looking all serious. He's about to drop a bombshell on her, and he asks for her number. My man just witnessed a felony, and his first thought is to shoot his shot. The cops roll in, basically thanking the kids for doing their job for them. Vigilante justice for the win, I guess. The cop is hyping them up, talking about a reward. They just went from potential assault charges to civic heroes. The cop offers them a ride, and Taeyeon is all over that free Uber. My man is milking this for all it's worth. Mari suddenly remembers something and starts panicking. Oh yeah, they left the chaos agent behind. And there's Big Sis, completely passed out at the food cart. They literally forgot their most important liability. The food cart owner is trying to deal with a blackout drunk Big Sis. He is not paid enough for this babysitting gig. Her phone is just sitting there, while the owner wonders where the hell her friends went. They're getting a free ride from the cops, my dude. And the stalker is calling again. This dude has the worst timing in history. Okay, we're at some rich dude's house, and a phone is definitely ringing off the hook. And it's Sleepy Boy, debriefing with Yuhan of all people, and clowning on Mari's UFC dreams. Wait, these two know each other. Yuhan's asking if his family jewels survived the kick. Bro, read the room. My man is still traumatized. Sleepy Boy is blaming Taeyeon for his entire life going off the rails. Yeah, that tracks. Yuhan's trying to spin this whole disaster as a successful networking event. The corporate mindset is strong with this one. Sleepy Boy is just processing the fact that his new friend is a certified killer, who almost ended his bloodline. And we're flashing back to Mari going full-on beast mode during the fight. The PTSD is kicking in, just reliving the moment she used a grown man's weapon as a goddamn springboard. A slow-mo replay of her shattering a piece of wood with her foot. You know, normal college girl stuff. And the flashback ends on Mari checking on Taeyeon. My man is definitely reliving his near-death experience. Sleepy Boy is completely flustered, and Yuhan is calling him out on his weird-ass expression. Yuhan straight up asks if he's blushing over Mari, the girl who almost ended his bloodline. My man is down bad already. Yuhan keeps clowning him for acting like a virgin who's never made a friend before. The roast is relentless. Sleepy Boy is screaming in denial as we cut to an establishing shot of Yuhan's fancy-ass house. And we get a time skip to the next morning, a new day. A new round of BS is about to begin. A title card drops about Detective Seo-hoon, and we see Yuhan back at his command center. So this is the guy running the whole show. Yuhan looks over his shoulder like he's been expecting someone. The real player is about to enter the game. And it's our boy, Lee Byung-hwan. The undercover legend himself is reporting for duty at the command center. Byung-hwan immediately crashes on the couch, looking like he just went through a war. The flasher mission took a toll on him. Yuhan's already grilling him about what trouble he caused in today's. My man BM1 is too tired for this debrief. BM1 is still trying to decompress, but Yuhan's already grilling him about getting drunk on the job. Yuhan's got that smug look, immediately guessing it's a girl problem and bringing up some athletics friend. BM1 is flustered, trying to pivot to his cover story as an aspiring mystery novelist. Bro, you're not subtle. He's about to spill the whole story, and Yuhan is ready for the tea, looking way to entertained by this. And we're in a flashback. Hold up, the character is BM1, but that's Sleepy Boy. So he's the original Lee BM1. Yuhan's already clowning him in the voiceover, asking if his campus crush, the athletics girl, is about to show up. The girl, Hanjul, waves him down. Original BM1 is trying to play it cool, but we all know he's simping hard. She's already got him buying her coffee and cake in exchange for some campus gossip. My man got finessed on day one. Back in the present, Yuhan is getting impatient, roasting his storytelling skills and asking for the main plot already. Original BM1 gets defensive, saying he's just setting the scene like a proper mystery novel. Bro, just get to the point. Original BM1 is still telling his story, reminding Yuhan about Taiyin and Mari. Bro, we were there for the nut shot. Get on with it. He's setting the scene on campus, spotting his crush Hanjul with some other dude. The exposition dump is in full effect. Some rando starts grilling a new girl about bringing a pet to school. My man is the hall monitor from hell. The girl, Jinhee, is trying to explain to a security guard why she's got a cat. Her excuse is weak as hell. A close-up on the cat, who is completely unbothered by the drama it's causing. This cat is the real main character. And we get a full-on stat sheet for Jinhee. She's a tryhard who's jealous of some rich girl. The drama is already brewing. Even the security guard is tired of the side story. Yuhan's voiceover is basically all of us right now. Get on with it. Original BM1 finally introduces himself to the class in the flashback. We're getting the full roster now. The whole painting department crew is here. This is the cast of characters our undercover boy has to deal with. And the character introductions begin. Original BM1 is about to give us the full rundown on these clowns. Next up is Yunayan, the rich girl art prodigy. You just know she's gonna be at the center of some drama. Some dude named Haesol introduces himself to the rich girl, while his girlfriend just glares from the side. And we get the stats on Haesol. He's the friendly campus socialite, locked down with a girl from the department. His girlfriend, Yirin, is apparently indecisive and keeps her options open. Bro, your relationship is a ticking time bomb. Some Rondo senior immediately gets handsy with original BM1, trying to pull rank on the returning student. The senior is on a power trip, grilling him for not paying his respects. My man BM1 is not having it. He tries to play it off, inviting BM1 for a smoke. Classic bully move. Trying to act like they're boys now. And the stat sheet confirms it. Kim Do-hoon is a creepy senior who failed classes and harasses juniors. Of course he is. Na-yin curves him with the Eye of Plans line. BM1's narration confirms this dude is a legendary campus creep. BM1's still hating on the creep, then immediately gets distracted by Jinhee, the cat girl. My boy's got no focus. Original BM1 continues his rundown with Park Hee-soo, the quiet Christian girl. The stat sheet is already giving off weird vibes. Next up are the no-shows, Choi Jin-young, the campus ghost who never even uses his desk. And then there's Go Seong-chil, the older dude who apparently paints some bizarre shit. You know this is gonna be messed up. And there it is, a painting of a dead, dissected cat. Yuhan's just like art is weird, but my man, that's a future serial killer. BM1 drops a full-on seating chart, and Yuhan is loving the murder mystery setup. This is getting way to meta. The flashback continues with everyone gossiping about Na-yin, the rich girl prodigy, getting into a big shot museum. She tries to play it humble, but the narration confirms she's a certified genius. Yuhan's trying to relate it to his novel writing. Na-yin is sweating, explaining what a huge deal it is. My girl is the undisputed queen of the department for now. And look who it is, pink hair, the class president telling BM1 where to go. All the key players are in one room. Just as they're about to leave, Do-hoon, the creepy senior, starts going absolutely feral. Here we go with the drama. Creepy senior Do-hoon is having a full-on meltdown because his vape got stolen. My man is losing his mind over some nicotine. Yuhan's narration kicks in, asking if this is the start of a theft case. Yeah. This is the side quest BM1 got stuck with. Do-hoon asks Pink Hair about CCTV, and she's already on it. She's the only competent person in this whole department. Pink Hair hits him with the human rights excuse for no cameras. Bro, they're just cheap to install them. Let's be real. She tells him to look again, and Do-hoon gets all defensive. My man is acting like he's the victim of a federal crime. Do-hoon realizes only the people in the room know the password. The finger pointing is about to begin. The camera pans over the other students, who are all trying to look innocent. The paranoia is officially kicking in. Haesol drops the culprit is Among Us bomb, and everyone starts sweating. This just turned into a game of Among Us. A close-up on Nayeon, the rich girl, looking nervous as hell. She's either the thief or just hates confrontation. Original BM1 tries to calm the situation down, but Do-hoon is still ready to start a witch hunt over his vape. Creepy senior Do-hoon is still fuming, heading out for a smoke because his vape is gone. Bro, it's not that serious. BM1's flashback continues with him going to an art lecture. My man is really dragging this story out. The lecture is about some creepy-ass painting of a ghost girl and a burning swing. This art department is full of weirdos. The whole class is just vibing to this spooky art presentation. Just another normal day at Psycho Art School, I guess. The narration is hyping up the artist, and even the quiet girl is looking intense. These art kids are a different breed. Yuhan cuts in, speaking for all of us. Bro, get to the point. When does the theft happen? Thank you, Yuhan. Back to the flashback. BM1 is on a smoke break with Do-hoon, who's grilling him about his military service. Do-hoon is still trying to pull rank, clowning on BM1's service. This dude's ego is more fragile than his vape. They walk back into the studio, and the vibe is immediately off. You just know some more drama went down. The whole crew is huddled up, and BM1's first thought is what got stolen this time. Oh, so this is a regular thing. The quiet girl is front and center, explaining what went down while everyone else is having a meltdown. Do-hoon clarifies it wasn't a theft. My man is still processing the plot twist himself. Oh, it's way worse. Someone straight up shredded Nayeon's big museum piece. The jealousy is real. And they didn't just rip it. They went full Wolverine on this thing. That's personal. Yuhan's putting it together now. That's the genius girl's ticket to the big leagues that just got destroyed. He confirms the victim is Nayeon. Yuhan is officially hooked on this low-stakes art school drama. But wait, there's more. BM1 reveals Nayeon wasn't the only target. The plot thickens. And the other victim is Jinhee, the cat girl who's jealous of Nayeon. Yeah, this isn't a coincidence. Her painting of a burning ship got hit too. Someone in this room is a hater of the highest order. So we got to trash paintings and a room full of suspects. The art school whodunit has officially begun. The whole class is just staring at the carnage. BM1's narration is setting the scene for his little murder mystery. The other students are freaking out, reminding everyone Nayeon's painting was her ticket to the big leagues. The stakes just got real. Haesol is already comforting Nayeon while she's having a breakdown. My man is always on simp duty. And here comes creepy senior Do-hoon, going full rage mode and demanding to know who the culprit is. He stops mid-scream, looking like he just had a galaxy brain realization. What? You figure it out already? He walks right past Pink Hair, who's giving him the most unimpressed side-eye in history. She knows he's a clown. Pink Hair's narration calls him out for checking his own painting first. Of course, the most selfish dude in the room is the most selfish. And his painting is slashed too. Okay, so our vape-addicted senior is also a victim. The plot thickens. The other students immediately start pointing fingers, calling out Jinhee, the jealous cat girl. The witch hunt has begun. Now they're trying to figure out who was missing from the lecture to establish an alibi. This just turned into a game of Clue. Yuhan's trying to narrow down the suspect list, but BM1 says the whole damn department was there. BM1 explains it was total chaos with people coming and going. So much for a clean alibi list. Back in the lecture, BM1's narration admits he wasn't paying attention to who was there either. Pink Hair is stressing because the studio password was supposed to be on lockdown. Someone definitely snitched. She's grilling the class, asking who leaked the password, and everyone's trying to act innocent. And original BM1 is sweating bullets. Bro, you didn't give out the password. Did you? The narration is going full Agatha Christie, setting up the culprit is in this room reveal. But hold up, a close-up on an unlocked window latch. The killer might not have even used the door. And we get the full suspect lineup. The narration confirms one of these clowns is the art terrorist. They're already blaming Jinhee, the jealous cat girl, but someone points out she's a victim too. Classic misdirection. BM1's narration is already on the 4D chess move, suggesting Jinhee slashed her own painting for the alibi. But creepy senior Do-hoon is about to drop his own galaxy brain theory on the class. He's pointing out that even if no one used the password, something was left behind in the room. My man is pointing like he's about to solve the whole case. The confidence on this clown is unreal. And his prime suspect is the damn cat. This dude is really about to blame a cat for this. The cat is just vibing, completely unaware it's the #1 suspect in an art terrorism case. The rest of the class is calling BS on his theory. Yeah, no one's buying the killer cat story. But Do-hoon hits them with the evidence, telling them to look at the slashes on the painting. He's arguing the rips look like claw marks. Okay, I'll give him that. It's not a terrible observation. And now he's interrogating the cat, dropping a cool cat pun. This is the dumbest detective show ever. Creepy senior Do-hoon is about to inspect the cat for evidence. Bro thinks he's on CSI art school. And the cat chooses violence, scratching the hell out of his hand. Even the animals know this dude is a clown. The other students are calling him out for harassing a cat. My man's brilliant theory is falling apart fast. Do-hoon pivots, now accusing the cat's owner, Jin-hee. He's connecting the dots to the museum spot. And Jin-hee is sweating bullets. Yeah, that's the face of someone who just got their whole alibi blown up. BM1's narration confirms Jin-hee is the prime suspect because of her jealousy. The whole room is turning on her. Some dude tries to defend her, pointing out she's a victim too. A classic misdirection play. But BM1's narration is already on it, calling out the slash-your-own painting move to create an alibi. Do-hoon is still stuck on the cat, saying they need to check it to be sure. Bro, let the cat theory go. He gets in Jin-hee's face, demanding answers while she clutches her little accomplice. The pressure is on. Do-hoon and his goon are trying to snatch the cat, screaming about just checking. Bro, this is assault on a feline. Pink Hair is so done with this circus, asking BM1 to get his unhinged senior on a leash. Do-hoon is yelling for everyone's attention like he just solved a cold case. BM1 is just confused. And there it is, paint on the cat's claws. The dumbest theory in history might actually be right. Do-hoon is holding the cat up like a trophy, gloating while everyone else tries to stop him from harassing the evidence. Another student immediately turns on Jin-hee, accusing her of using her cat as a furry little hitman. Pink Hair steps in, telling Do-hoon to chill since the actual victim is quiet. She's the only adult in the room. She calls him out for simping, and Do-hoon is about to pop a blood vessel over being called out. And the cat has had enough of this interrogation, choosing violence and biting the hell out of Do-hoon's hand. The cat makes a clean getaway after mauling the lead detective. The prime suspect has officially fled the scene, and the main victim, Na-yeon, finally speaks up, telling creepy senior Do-hoon to stand down. She's playing it off like it's no big deal, telling everyone she can just redraw it. My girl is either a saint or a master manipulator. Now she's claiming she didn't even like the painting that much. Yeah, the one that was your ticket to the big leagues. Sure, Jan. She's hitting them with it wasn't on purpose line. Basically shutting down the whole witch hunt before it can even start. And she pardons the cat, saying it's better than a human doing it. The prime suspect just got a full pardon from the victim herself. She even comforts Jin-hee, the jealous cat girl. This is a 4D chess move to make everyone else look like an asshole. Pink Hair backs her up, telling Do-hoon to drop his little investigation. My man's CSI art school career is officially over. And just like that, Jin-hee starts breaking down and crying. Oh, this is looking guilty as hell. She's full-on sobbing and apologizing. Bro, you don't apologize that hard for something your cat accidentally did. Some professor rolls in and pulls Na-yeon out of the room, leaving the rest of them to marinate in the awkwardness. And there's Hae-sol, the resident simp, chasing after Na-yeon like his life depends on it. Yuhan's comparing this whole mess to a book where the killer was an ape. Bro, your agent's life is a joke to you. Yuhan's getting mad that BM1 is spoiling the mystery. My man is way too invested in this low-budget drama. But BM1 hits him with the "but wait, there's more," teasing another incident. This art school is a content farm for chaos. Yuhan is wondering what kind of psycho university this is. Bro, it's an art school. What did you expect? And we're back in the flashback, with BM1 walking into school the next morning, ready for round 2 of the BS. Original BM1 stops dead in his tracks, looking completely baffled. You just know he walked into another disaster. He's staring down the hall at the studio door. The scene of the crime is calling to him. And look who it is, Go Seong-chil, the dude who paints dead cats, walking out like nothing happened. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Oh shit. He walks in to find the dead cat painter sobbing over a puddle of blood. They killed the damn cat. Yuhan's narration asks the obvious question as we see the dead cat. This just went from vandalism to John Wick territory. Back in the flashback, BM1 is still processing the murder scene when his crush Hanjul shows up. Terrible timing. My girl. She and some other dude ask why he looks like he just saw a ghost. Bro, it was way worse than a ghost. Hanjul is trying to make small talk. Completely unaware my man just walked out of a feline crime scene. BM1 is still trying to set the scene for Yuhan, going on about some philosophical BS. Just get to the point, my dude. And Yuhan is speaking for all of us, telling him to cut the crap and just tell the story. Yuhan starts dropping some ancient Roman detective knowledge on him. My man is the real brains of this operation. Original BM1 is completely lost. Bro's trying to be a mystery novelist and doesn't even know the basics. Yuhan has to spell it out for him. It's just motive and alibi, not some secret code. Back to the crime scene, Jinhee is sobbing over her dead cat, Pinky. The prime suspect is now the main victim. Hold up, the cat's not dead, just badly messed up. The murder mystery just got downgraded to an aggravated assault case. Catgirl Jinhee is booking it to the vet, while the rest of the class just stands there like useless NPCs. She's having a full-on meltdown as someone casually walks in with a good morning. The timing is impeccable, and it's our boy BM1 and his crush, walking right into the middle of another campus crime scene. Hanjul asked what's up, but Yuhan's narration is already on the case, asking who benefits from all this. BM1 is trying to process the blood, immediately assuming the cat is dead. My man jumps to conclusions fast. His detective senses finally kick in as he spots the open window. The plot thickens, my dude. The narration confirms the cat's neck was torn up. Yeah, this wasn't an accident. Someone tried to take Pinky out. His crush Hanjul is trying to play the concerned friend, asking Jinhee if she's okay. And Jinhee whips around, pointing right at Hanjul and accusing her. Oh shit. The nice girl is the new prime suspect. Jinhee is going off, accusing BM1's crush of trying to kill her cat over some damn paintings. And she's absolutely losing it, screaming her head off like she's in a horror movie. And now the whole class has to physically restrain Catgirl before she commits a felony on the spot. Haesol is on damage control, trying to calm down Jinhee, who's still screaming bloody murder. BM1 asks Pink Hair for the rundown, and she explains she and Jinhee just walked into this mess. Some Rondo explains Jinhee tied the cat up to keep it safe, but someone came in and attacked it anyway. The whole class is just staring at the mess while Pink Hair, the only adult in the room, tries to be the voice of reason. Pink Hair is already trying to do damage control, telling everyone not to escalate the situation. She's giving everyone the side eye, basically saying if you're guilty, now's the time to confess. She tells the culprit to fess up, and the camera immediately puts all the heat directly on Hanjul. The whole class is giving Hanjul the side eye, while Pink Hair looks like she's about to snap. Nayan, the rich girl, is sweating, probably thinking, oh god, am I next on the suspect list? And her simp, Haesol, immediately starts defending her, yelling at everyone for even looking in her direction. Pink Hair is officially done with this circus, whipping out her phone to report the whole damn thing. But of course, creepy senior Doohoon has to interrupt, calling out to the class president to stop. Doohoon is trying to play detective again, telling everyone to hold up before he drops his next galaxy brain theory. He announces he thinks he knows who the culprit is, and the whole class actually listens. Have they learned nothing? He's trying to preface his accusation with "don't misunderstand," which is exactly what a creep would say. Pink Hair is not having it, telling him to cut the crap and just spit it out. She's so over his BS. Doohoon is stalling, looking around the room like he's about to deliver a TED Talk on being a dumbass. Creepy senior Doohoon looks up at some boxes instead of a person. Okay, this is not the accusation I was expecting. He reaches behind a box and pulls out a tiny hidden camera. Oh, this just went from dumb to deeply illegal. My man just confesses to planning a spy cam. Bro just outed himself as the biggest creep in the entire department. Pink Hair and the others are rightfully freaking out. Their resident detective is actually a full-blown stalker. The rest of the class is just staring in disgust. Yeah, your campus cred is officially in the toilet, my guy. He tries to play it off, saying he was just trying to catch the thief. A likely story. You absolute weirdo. Pink Hair immediately calls him on his BS. If it was for theft, why not just film your own damn desk, genius? He's trying to convince the whole room he just put it up last night. The damage control is not working, bro. The girl next to Pink Hair is sweating, asking if he's sure it was just last night. Okay. Why is she so nervous? Doohoon is screaming that he's not a pervert. That's exactly what a pervert would scream, my dude. BM1 tells the creep to chill, saying they'll deal with his illegal surveillance after they watch the tape. And just like that, the creep is about to roll the tape on his own illegal footage. The irony is delicious. The whole crew crowds around the laptop as Doohoon confirms he only has footage from yesterday. Just play it, genius. Rich girl Nayan is looking on, probably wondering if her name is about to get dragged into this mess again. And look who's back from the vet, cat girl Jinhee, walking in like, what fresh hell is this? Jinhee confirms the cat's fine, then immediately asks why everyone's watching a video. Girl, you missed a whole chapter. Creepy senior Do-hoon is tired of the side quests and is about to hit play. It's time for the big reveal. The spy cam footage rolls, showing the empty studio. The cat is just chilling in its carrier. The calm before the storm. Do-hoon gets hyped, yelling that he heard the door. The culprit is about to walk right into the frame. And the culprit is Jinhee. The footage shows her coming back to check on the cat. Her alibi just went up in smoke. The footage shows cat girl Jinhee leaving the studio. Okay. So, she was the last one at the scene of the crime. She explains she opened the window for ventilation, but forgot to close it. That's a suspiciously convenient excuse, my girl. Her defense is that the security booth is right there, so no one would just waltz in. Yeah, because that's foolproof logic. The spy cam shows her walking out, leaving the cat all alone. The stage is officially set for some chaos. The studio is empty again, just the cat chilling in its carrier. This is the calm before the storm. For sure. The footage is dead silent. You just know something is about to jump out and ruin everyone's day. And there it is. Some blur zips across the screen, and the whole class is losing their minds. Hold up, it's a damn stray dog. The culprit who terrorized the art department is a random-ass dog. The dog immediately starts going after the cat carrier. This just went from a whodunit to a nature documentary. The whole class is watching in horror, as they realize the culprit was just a dog defending its territory. What a clown show. Pink Hair tries to shield cat girl Jinhee from watching her pet get mauled on the spy cam. A little late for that, my girl. And Jinhee is having a full-on meltdown, trying to watch through her fingers. Yeah, that's gonna be some therapy bills right there. Back in the present, Yuhan is clowning the whole situation, comparing it to a mystery where the killer was a damn chimpanzee. Yuhan's on the phone, apologizing for suspecting someone, and BM1 is completely lost. Bro, who are you even talking to? Yuhan reveals his galaxy brain theory that Jinhee might have faked the whole thing. BM1 is shook by this level of paranoia. He was thinking it was revenge to get Nyan suspected, then plays it off as an occupational hazard for a writer. Sure, dude. BM1 calls him out for his psycho-level thinking. My man is just trying to tell a story, not write a true crime podcast. Yuhan gets all defensive, screaming that it's not thug talk. It's just his mystery novelist brain at work. The cope is real. He deflects, saying the real thug is creepy senior Do-hoon for planning the spy cam in the first place. Okay, he's got a point there. BM1 admits they let the creep's illegal surveillance slide because it actually solved the case. The moral of the story is crime pays, I guess. BM1's narration admits they let the creep slide, but he's thinking they all should have been arrested. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Yuhan is still grilling him, saying the story doesn't add up. My man is not buying that it was a dog ending for a second. BM1 hits him with the but wait, there's more, teasing that he knows something about the original vape theft. Back in the flashback, creepy senior Do-hoon is having another meltdown about his vape. Bro, just buy a new one. It's not that deep. BM1's narration is about to drop a confession. He's been holding out on us this whole time. But little snake, he's faking a stomach ache to get out of class. The oldest trick in the book, my dude. You're not slick. And he admits he dipped out of the lecture early to go back to the studio. Okay, so he was at the scene of the crime. He's confirming the timeline of the painting's slashings. My boy is building his own case here. And he's the prime suspect. He's setting up his alibi, claiming a stomach ache at 11:40. This is getting suspiciously specific. My guy. Yuhan calls him out for holding back info, and BM1 says he was just looking for his smokes. A likely story. Yuhan's already calling out BM1's BS excuse for needing smokes to take a dump. BM1 tries to justify his weak alibi, saying he just likes to smoke in the public restroom. He confirms that when he went through the studio, the paintings were still perfectly fine. So the art terrorism officially went down in a tight 20-minute window. The plot thickens. He continues his story, heading to the outdoor restroom to do his business. And of course, his lighter is busted. The oldest excuse in the book to go back to the crime scene. So he has to double back to the studio, still faking the world's worst stomachache. But as he gets there, he sees someone coming out. Yuhan is on the edge of his seat for this reveal. He catches a glimpse of the mystery person leaving the studio right after the crime went down. And it's Nyan, the rich girl victim. She was the last one at the scene of her own crime. Yuhan's trying to lock down the timeline, asking if BM1 saw rich girl Nyan leave and then walked in himself. BM1 backtracks, saying he had to take a dump and ran into creepy senior Do-hoon instead of going back in. Yoo-han cuts right to the chase, asking if his theory is that Na-yeon slashed her own painting. My man is connecting the dots. BM1 admits he kept his mouth shut because the whole situation was already a dumpster fire. He's finally using his brain, pointing out how weird it is that the cat only targeted the two rival girls' paintings. But he admits there's no motive for her to destroy her own masterpiece, which is why he's been stewing on it. Yoo-han's big brain just kicked in, and he's had a galaxy brain realization. BM1 is completely lost as usual. BM1 is begging for the answer key while Yoo-han gets ready to drop the biggest plot twist of this whole side quest. Yoo-han reveals the key creepy senior Do-hoon lied about when he installed that illegal-ass spy cam. And there's the proof. The creep planted the camera in the morning, not the night before. The whole timeline is a lie. Yoo-han is spelling it out for BM1, who still can't connect the dots. My man's brain is running on dial-up. Yoo-han's got his galaxy brain face on, about to lay out the entire conspiracy for our undercover agent. Back in the flashback, creepy senior Do-hoon ditches class for a smoke, giving him the perfect window to be a weirdo. And there it is. The creep plants his illegal spy cam while the room is empty. The whole timeline was a lie from the start. He comes back in with BM1, putting on an Oscar-worthy performance of being shocked by the vandalism. The narration confirms he was just trying to play hero to impress Na-yeon. My man's whole detective act was a simp move. So he goes to check his spy cam footage, but remember, he had to check his own painting first. Selfish to the end. But when he checks the tape, his face just drops. He definitely did not find what he was expecting to find. The footage shows rich girl Na-yeon destroying her own painting and the cat girls. The whole thing was a setup. So he buried the evidence and pivoted to blaming the cat. My man chose to protect his crush over solving the damn case. Yoo-han explains the creep smeared paint on the cat's claws himself to frame it. This dude's dedication to simping is almost impressive. He only revealed the spy cam to play the white knight for Na-yeon. Bro exposed his own felony just to get noticed by his crush. Yoo-han points out the creep doesn't care about his reputation. As long as Na-yeon looks at him differently, the simp logic is strong. Yoo-han's galaxy brain connects the dots. The creep knew Na-yeon had an alibi for the cat attack, because they were together. He drops the bomb that the two of them might have been together at dawn. Our boy BM1's brain is still buffering. BM1 is still confused, but Yoo-han suggests the creep blackmailed her with the painting footage. Okay, now it's all making sense. Yoo-han's just casually dropping these bombshell theories while pouring a drink, bringing up Pink Hair's threat to call the cops. He figures the creep only showed the dog video because a real police investigation would have exposed everything. BM1 is still stuck on the motive, and Yoo-han drops a one-word nuke on him, forgery. Yoo-han lays it out, the masterpiece that got destroyed was probably a fake. The prodigy might be a total fraud. Yoo-han's theory is that she copied some obscure foreign painting, never expecting her school project to get this much attention. And he's right on the money. Na-yeon was sweating bullets, realizing her little lie was about to go big time. Then she saw the perfect scapegoat, and the gears in her head started turning. The cat was her ticket out of this mess. So she decided to frame the cat and, while she was at it, take out her rival's painting too. A 2-for-1 special. Yoo-han connects the dots. Catgirl Jin-hee was the runner-up for the museum spot, so Na-yeon had to eliminate the competition. Yoo-han tells BM1 to keep this theory on the down low, saying the cat did it story is the best outcome for everyone. But he's not done. Pivoting back to the vape theft and saying the hidden camera can solve that case too. BM1 is lost again. Yoo-han tells him to think back to everyone's faces when the spy cam was revealed, saying the culprit's reaction would be a dead giveaway. Original BM1 is trying to remember who was acting the most guilty. Come on, my dude. Use that brain. And the light bulb finally goes off. He just figured out who the original vape thief was. BM1's brain is still buffering as he tries to process the final piece of this ridiculous puzzle.